What's going on, guys? Today I have a Kbus fault on this 2004 BMW Z4. This is a pre-facelift, and I solved the problem, and I'm going to show you how I did it. So this is going to be a one-take wonder, so just bear with me. It's going to be a little bit confusing probably. So first, sorry, I didn't really quite prepare. Gonna get the lights on so he has a little bit of light for you guys. And I'm going to turn on my voltage stabilizer because the battery on this car is very dead. So anyway, when you get inside this vehicle, I gotta climb in through the window. Give me a second. All right, when you get in, this vehicle is left-hand drive. It really shouldn't matter. But I touched everything. I touched convertible top module. I touched general safety module. I touched light module, instrument cluster. I mean, pretty much everything. This is how I solved the problem. Or actually, first, let me tell you, I was getting common issues such as you turn the blinker on and you either don't even see the blinker on the instrument cluster, or if you do, the actual blinker headlight starts blinking, but you don't hear the blink. You get issues with your windows, just all kinds of electrical faults. What I was noticing was I couldn't even communicate with the OBD2 port when I plugged this Foxwell NT510 Elite in. It could not auto detect the VIN. I have a laptop and an ICOM. The ICOM couldn't connect and detect the VIN. All kinds of electrical problems. Anyway, now that I've rambled for 2 minutes, guys, down here on pre-facelift versions of the vehicle, you're gonna see this. It's tucked up all the way behind the fuse box. Okay, there's a tab. This tab right here. You're gonna have to. It sits in the car with these purple. Sorry, I'm going brain dead. But anyway, it sits in the car just like so. Okay, you're gonna have to reach your hand in all the way to the back and press this tab so you can release this entire module. Now this piece, all of this metal bar is pressed in here. Okay, you can see it's like that, and this fits in like so. You're gonna go to the front. You're gonna see all of these clips, these mini clips. You're gonna have to press them out. There's 3 of them. You can see 1, 2, 3. You're gonna have to press these clips out, and then this should release. This is where your Kbus terminates. This is your Kbus. Okay, so essentially this module connected here. This module connected there. This module, every module that's on the Kbus is here. This is the Kbus. All right. So next, all these pins along here are going to be connected in here. You're going to have to use some kind of a tiny needle nose of a sort. I use this little mini needle screwdriver so I could pry it out. I have immediate access to the Kbus. Now, the way that I diagnosed which fault or which module was faulting, whether it was this module or this module or that, it doesn't matter. The way I diagnosed, I put the key in the car. Okay, I turned the blinker on. My blinker is blinking now, but previously it was not clicking, it was just blinking. Figure out whatever your fault is, okay? I'm gonna turn this off because it's annoying. Then go over here to the Kbus, and each one of these wires, individually pull them off. They're just press fit on. It's just how electrical connectors are. They're just press fit on. You can grab it from one side and pull it off, okay? It's very, very, very tight. Anyway, pull it off. If it fixes your problem, you're good. If it doesn't fix your problem, put it back on. go down the line, do the next one, and the next one, and the next one, until your fault is fixed. When your fault is fixed, you have found the broken module. You found the broken module. At that point, you're good to go. Well, not really, because you don't know what module connects to this wire. This wire doesn't matter. They should label these, but they don't. Anyway, at this point, now you should have communications with your car. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to plug your scanner back into the OBD2 port. Give me just a moment. I'm not really sure where the camera is angled. Okay, it's plugged back into the car. And just for sake of making this video good, I suppose, I will go to OBD2 protocol, or actually, sorry, I'm going the wrong thing. I'm going to BMW, going to Smart VIN Select. At this point, it should read the VIN because it has proper communications with the car. Okay, it found the VIN. Yes, this is okay. So it's going to read all the modules. This is going to take a minute. So I'm going to pause the video. I'll come back when all the modules are read. One more thing, while the Foxwell is reading the modules, I wanted to say, guys, this would be easier with ISTA, even if you have a KDCAN connector. You don't have to have an ICOM, but even a KDCAN connector would make this easier because you'd plug it in, you'd load up ISTA, and you would just do a general fault check, and all of the modules will either light up yellow or green. The module that lights up red is the module that you unplugged. It can't connect to it because you unplugged it. But anyway, I have to let the slow Foxwell read all the modules manually. And anyway, yeah, like I said, ISTA, do a full fault check, look at your control tree. Any of the modules that are red are not communicating. Why is it not communicating? You disconnected it. So yeah. But so if it's disconnected, then that is the module that was causing the fault and causing the Kbus issues. Now you can go look for that module directly. So if you don't have ISTA and you're working with a Foxwell, once your scan is done, go to special functions, I believe, okay? And maybe that was not it. Sorry, I don't really know how to use this scanner very well. Okay, so go to Diagnosis, and then go to Control Modules, and then you're going to go one by one into all of these, right? Look at this. Okay, it read that module. Look at the convertible top. It read that module. I know what module is broken, so look what happens. This module, Crash Safety Module ACSM, is no longer connected to the vehicle. I disconnected it from the Kbus. It cannot communicate to the vehicle. Look what happens when I enter this module. It loads, it loads, it loads, and it cannot solve the problem. It cannot read the code or the module. Anything on the module, you know what I mean? Eventually it's going to time out and it's going to say no communication. At this point, I know for a fact that the module that I disconnected from the Kbus is the crash safety module. This doesn't tell you exactly, exactly what the problem is, but it tells you what module to look at. For instance, I know for sure there's one module and 4 satellite modules. I believe, I could be wrong, I believe this is the primary module right here. But there's a satellite module down there. I believe there's one in the pillars, maybe one there and one down here. Don't know exactly, but the point that I'm making is one of those satellite modules is busted. Essentially, when you know what the module is, you can then go directly to it. So I can remove these body panels, and then I can directly disconnect this module, okay? If that solves the issue, I know that is the one that's wrong. If I unplug this one and it solves the issue, I know that is the problem. Before you do that, let me not get ahead of myself. Before you go disconnecting these individual modules, you must connect this back to the Kbus, okay? It has to be on the Kbus, obviously. Once you've done that, then go around and find the actual module and pull the wires out of the actual module. Doing this narrows the search. Then, once you've narrowed the search, plug it back in, and then go check out the individual modules one by one. Anyway, I've kind of rambled around, but I think you get the point. If you have any questions, put them in the comments section down below. Hopefully, someone can solve your problem. Good luck, guys.